photo booth?
Do you know what I'm in? I'm in my self-tape corner.
Fantastic.
Yes,
So
I-
you take
I-
lots of.
It's a tricky one.
But you paint.
No, I'm an actress.
To get home, just in case I can
Brilliant.
get back.
And
But
this
yeah,
is where I
excellent.
luckily we have a
I
caravan
painted
to
the house.
Well, listen, let's talk a little bit because
Probably the same.
when I grew up, one of the main things on the Tell you what, we got to the stage where Nadirah had asked Chris to perform, so shall we go from there? Come on, Nadirah, do it so naturally.
Right. So Chris, you got to keep all of this, Alistair. Chris, I need you to break out in a song.
I will.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
since you don't have your guitar on you.
Where did this come from? Where did this thing come from?
Ask and I shall receive.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do a new tune for you, and I'm gonna try to. I don't know how the iPhone microphone will pick this up, so I'll try to keep it short, sweet, chilled out. This is the chill out version of this tune. It's called What Love Looks Like. It's on the new Love Coma record. It goes like this. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Humble yourself before your enemy. Talk to him as if you're talking to me. Listen hard before you open your mouth. Love is waiting, baby. That's what I'm talking about. This is what love looks like. This is what love looks like. Somebody did you wrong. Somebody broke your heart. But now they're stuck in your mind and it's tearing you all apart. Well, you can't undo what's already been done. You got the power of love to shield you from another hit and run. This is what love looks like. Hey, this is what love looks like. Getting caught in the rain, time and again, feels like you're sliding down a hole. Your head and your heart collide. Ain't nowhere you can hide. You don't have to go through this alone. No. Sail on through, baby, me and you. Love is a gift you can open again and again. Love is a gift, yeah. Love is a gift you can open again and again. Love is a gift. Love is a gift you can open again and again. Love is a gift. Love is a gift you can open again and again. Looks like, yeah. This is what love looks like. I say, don't let the devil take another day. No matter where you are, my friend, know in me you can depend. Looks like, oh, this is what love looks like, yeah. The future is anxiety, but the past is depression. So where are your feet? Looks like, yeah. This is what love looks like. Woo! There you go. There you go. I don't know if that translated through or not, but you know.
It sounded great, actually.
I just love the image too. There's something really special about this kind of the rawness of that, you know. Forget all the lights on the stage and the production and everything. It's just you and your guitar and your face in your private space. It's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Really engage with it. So much more fantastic.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
This is what love looks like.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
I can't play any instruments. So I'm just gonna have to
do us a cappella.
Just do a cappella.
Come on, guys.
Whatever you're moved to sing.
Wake them up, can't you see that we're sleeping? Jah is always standing by, yes. You'd stand up and live up, fight the evil that is creeping. I see Jah in your eyes. While your fire burn, my real concern is the future of our people. So give me a sign that dividing mankind is the way to fight evil. With your bling bling, you're saying the wrong thing to the people that you're teaching. How the youth them will grow if them not know Jah is a light and a beacon. Oh yes. Wake them up, can't you see that we're sleeping? Jah is always standing by, yes. You'd stand up and live up, fight the evil that is creeping. I see Rasta in your eyes. Now I'm a simple man, I need to understand why we kill we own people. For our people to grow, Jah them must know as a father and a vehicle. Some a fight for them turf, some a channel surf. Who are gonna show all the youth them? We are commit genocide for politics and pride. Can't you see Jah is weeping? Wake them up, can't you see that we're sleeping? Jah is always standing by, yes. You'd stand up and live up, fight the evil that is creeping. I see Rasta in your eyes, yeah. You got to get up, stand up, read up, unite. Oh, control the future, my friends. Jah is the light and the way Jah's love won't stray. He has us in his hands. Too many youths them wasted upon the corner. Man a race for reach the hereafter. Some a cry, some a lie. Me hold my hands up to the sky. Wake them up, can't you see that we're sleeping? Jah is always standing by. You stand up and live up, fight the evil that is creeping. I see Rasta in your eyes. Yeah.
Woo!
Yes.
Quite lovely.
You didn't
Brilliant.
need any instrumentation for that, I can guarantee you. It's beautiful.
You don't really need anything at all. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Chris, that's always been one of my insecurities as an artist, that I never learned an instrument. Because we all have. That's one of my.
You can learn now.
I
Just learn
barely
now.
know how to play this thing. I've been playing this thing since I was 18, and I don't really know anymore. But it gets me. I have just enough to use it as a tool for my songwriting. So yeah.
That's
That's
just so beautiful. Okay, Nadirah.
Absolutely wonderful.
And thank God I'm
What's
the
that?
photographer.
I was about to say, Alistair, give us something.
That's
We
a
should
whole
ask
other
him
kind of
to
music.
sing.
Alistair, this is it though, Alistair.
Gotta sing
This is where you give us this is where you give us the groovy story. This is where you groovy story.
What, the what? The what? I missed that.
This is where you
Hey,
I've
not
lost-
hearing you.
not
We
hearing
lost
me?
you.
Yeah, you got low.
Yeah. You turn the sound down. Which is,
I know she wants you to tell the groovy story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you want the groovy story, huh?
So
We're all curious.
Okay. So yesterday when I was talking to, but you're still a bit muted. Are you back?
are you hearing me now?
Yeah, better.
I'm not hearing you guys now. Isn't that
You're
weird?
not.
All right.
What just happened?
I'm
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
okay, cool.
All right.
All righty.
I'm
Let's
gonna go
wait.
out and come back in because obviously there's something going on. Hold on.
I started to tell the story to Nadirah yesterday, so and we never finished because she was laughing so much. But she, so we'll have to wait. It will be unfair.
All
This
right. No
it's
problem.
really interesting. So, would you both connect with each other for the next chat and create something together?
I'm willing. Chris, are you willing?
Oh my goodness, I would love that. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah, I would love that.
And maybe we'll get Nadirah to do the same. So the three of you can just find something which uses your instruments, But what I loved about it, as a visual person, is the reaction to the voice. One of the things that I did with the documentary is I got a whole bunch of actors to do from As You Like It, All the World's a Stage. And I got a number of European actors to get involved as well. So I'm just going to let Nadirah back in. And so, but I allowed them to just use their language because, Shakespeare is translated into all sorts of different languages. And one of the beautiful things about it was, All the World's a Stage is very much the 7 ages of man. Can you hear us now?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Cool.
You sound great. We can hear you.
So
Okay. Yeah.
and and one of the things about it is the intonation of the voice. So when you get different people who are giving that expression in their voice, and when you watch an actor do it, and you can see that they're either performing or they're feeling, and the moment that they feel, something changes. And both of you, when you perform, it's like you are in your own mind, your own space. And it's so beautiful to watch because we kind of lose you to yourself, but you're sharing that most intimate part of yourselves through your music and through your voice. And so it's just great. I was saying that it'd be really nice if the three of you could create something together with your talents, with your passion, with something, so that, the next time we meet, we kind of just do a little something there. And I won't call it performance. Let's just make it an experience. Yeah. I think it'd be
That's cool.
really,
Should be
really
fun.
great to do that. So
I would love to do that. That
Yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
so
cool.
listen, I'm going to
That
tell
would
you
be.
about the groovy story. All right. So
Yeah, please.
here I was, young photographer, raw as hell, took any job on. I used to drive for 5 miles up to Newcastle, up north here, to photograph Turkish land cats in the middle of November, the only cats that swim. And we threw them in this little pond in the garden, and they hated it. It was too fucking cold. It was ridiculous. So what came back was this very disappointed cat that scratched its owner. But actually I got 3 frames of in the days of film, so I didn't even know if I had the picture. But you know what? 5 hours there, 5 hours back to get 3 frames, but I loved it. Anyway, I get this call and they say, we want you to photograph Charlie Richardson. And of course, in those days, no Google, so you can't just say, who the hell's Charlie Richardson? So I go, yeah, sure, it'll be great. So they say, this guy's going to give you a ring. So I get this call and this guy goes, hello, mate, you all right? And I say, yeah. Is this about Mr. Richardson? And he says, yeah. Tell me, mate, where are we doing it? So I say, well, we'll do it at Old Street Studios. All right. Tell me the reg of your car. So I say, no, it's RKENCE. And he says, right, okay. Old Street Roundabout. Okay, at the roundabout, I want you to go round 5 times, all right? 5 times. And when you see a car behind you flashing you, then you pick it up, okay? Then you pick it up. And then you go around another 5 times, and don't go to the studio direct, all right? Don't go to the studio direct, mate. But we'll follow you. So I get there, go round, there they are, they pick them up, go round another 5 times, round the back routes, get back to the studio, and I get out. And out of the car gets these 3 guys who open the door to Mr. Richardson. I tell you, when Mr. Richardson got out of that car, I looked at his face and I thought, Jesus Christ, you're evil, aren't you? He just had a look about him that was really, really evil. So I'm this 22-year-old, okay? And the first thing that I clocked was that all of the guys were saying things to me like, thank you, man, that was really groovy. And this was like in the bloody 90s, you know? And I suddenly thought, where have these guys been? So anyway, we get into the studio, and Mr. Richardson has got his very smart suit on. He gives me his business card, which says Ugandan diamond mines. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is a bit dodgy, isn't it? Wow. So he's, but underneath this suit, he's wearing, you guys call it suspenders, don't you? They're braces, okay? Yeah. Red braces. And I'm thinking, that'd be a great picture. So I say, Mr. Richardson, take your jacket off. Can I just do you with the red braces? And he goes, no, mate. And I kind of going, okay. So 5 minutes later, I go, oh, Mr. Richardson, come on, take your jacket off. It's great. Those red braces, they look great. Son, I said no, all right? And he's kind of looking at me with this one droopy eye, and I was thinking, Jesus Christ, who is this guy? Anyway, we get right to the end of it. And just as I think we've finished, he takes his jacket off and he says, right, mate, you got 1 go with the red braces. I go, thanks, Mr. Richardson. Take his picture, puts his jacket back on, all his little henchmen all going, you know, groovy, mate. Yeah, I dug that.
My first go. This is the crazy part.
So
if somebody called you and said, go around.
Yeah, but he gets to the door and he turns around and he says to me, son, if you ever fucking publish that picture, all right? And I thought, fuck, you mean it, don't you? So he left and I called the magazine and said, who the hell is Charlie Richardson? I said, did you know who he is? Do you remember the Cray brothers in the East End of London? The Cray brothers who were the East End gangsters.
Yeah.
Charlie Richardson was a South of London gangster who used to torture people, kneecap them, do the lot. He'd been in for life, just got out. And I'm asking him to take his bloody jacket off to take his thing. So I kind of went, oh, okay. I don't think I'm going to publish that picture. But I tell you, the minute he died, I got that into the National Portrait Gallery.
Wow.
Mr. Richard.
My question is, if somebody calls you and says, okay, you go around this roundabout 5 times.
I'm not going.
And then they ask you for your car registration, they want your license plate so they can flash you when you've gone around. My question is, why do you go to this?
Because it's a
It's
a photograph, man. Anything for a photograph.
And then they tell you, don't go straight. You know, find a roundabout way to get to the studio. I'm not getting it. I would have missed the shot.
None of that mattered. When I really got it was when he walked out the car and I looked at his face. I don't know if you've ever met anybody who is really evil, but he was a nutty, and you can tell in the face. There's something about their demeanor, and throughout the whole thing, it was all about control,
Yeah.
And you know, he was just not going to do it, but he had to go all the way to give me the chance to do it. This young kid who's going, yeah, I got my picture. And then he strips it away. Wow. He takes it away, gets to the door and he says, if you ever publish that. And I'm going, yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Going to bloody kneecap me, isn't he? Because he had my reg, he knew where I lived.
Wow. Information. Oh my God.
So can you imagine? I took the rolls of film to the processors and I stayed with it, you know, thinking that one frame I'm going to keep safe somewhere in the back of the cupboard until Mr. Richardson dies.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's crazy.
You got to look up Charlie Richardson now because he did some nasty things. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's scary.
I know. Yeah. There you
go. That is funny. It's funny, but it's scary.
Well, do you know what? It's kind of, it's a strange thing. Once you get a camera in your hand, you can pretty much do anything. It's really strange. You know, I can't watch operations on the television, but if I go to an accident hospital, when I first started, I did anything. They used to send me to do cats, dogs, and mice. I mean, you know, anything. And I remember going to an accident hospital for 24 hours. And, you know, it's a Saturday night, so you're going to get stabbings and this and that and everything coming in. And the guys were put me on a bleeper, and they just, you know, every 5 minutes I was being woken up. And the way that they comfort themselves is they talk about it in this kind of very direct way. So they'd say to me, there's been a car accident on the motorway. We got a really juicy leg down here. Do you want to come and photograph it? You know. And I kind of go, in my head, I'm going, do I want to do this? And I'd go down, and you know, immediately you put the camera up, it's kind of like you're documenting it. It's really strange. But if I saw that live, you'd kind of go, oh. But I suppose it's hiding, isn't it? It's like you were saying, Chris, it's hiding behind something a little bit.
Yeah.
It's always freaked me out though that people allow photographers to take pictures of the most incriminating and bizarre stuff. That's always freaked me out. You know, like I don't know if Times Magazine does this anymore. Our National Geographic, I used to see these pictures as a kid of people committing the most horrible acts. And I'm saying, who was the guy or girl who was taking this? And why would you allow anyone to stand up there with a camera and take this?
Yeah.
It used to freak me out.
Capture the moment.
One of my really good friends is, I mean, he's now 84, Don McCullen, war photographer. And, you know, in the era of the, when you couldn't just send your film down the line in the era of getting in there and being a proper journalist. He documented all the wars, was in really dangerous situations. And when he decided to retire, because of his age more than anything, and also because the immediacy of news became too easy in a way. You know, suddenly you could just be there. And these guys would go probably with 2 or 3 other, probably National Geographic or Time magazine guys, you know, very famous photographers now, a lot of the war photographers. And they came back with all of these documents, which were really important because, you know, there wasn't so much film of it and stuff at the time as well. But, you know, now it's too immediate. So Don came back, ended up very much doing kind of really dreary landscapes. But he had so much adrenaline from all of those dangerous moments in his life. It's kind of a death wish of survival. Very strange. And only about 3 years ago, he went back to Afghanistan. And I was saying, why are you doing it, man? He said, you don't understand, Alice. It's the rush. I miss it. It got to that stage. I've got to be there. I've got to find that again. Because I'm bored stiff now. I can't do a landscape again, you know. And it didn't matter. He was going to go anyway. No one was going to persuade him not to go. And he's fine. You know, he got back. He's okay. But it is that rush. It is that kind of that immediate moment. And in answer to your question, that's why I went round the roundabout 5 times.
And insisted he remove his jacket.
Mr. Richardson. At least I just called him Mr. Richard. I didn't call him Charlie.
Probably wouldn't have left if you call him Charlie.
Yeah, exactly. Perhaps I may have had my kneecaps done. Anyway, guys, listen, we're gonna love you and leave you now, all right? Thank you so much. It's been so good to chat.